Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I'm Maddie.
I'm Michaela.
Okay, nice to meet you. So today I'm going to be your counselor. So before we discuss anything between the two of us, I want to discuss a couple things, if that's all right with you. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to talk about is confidentiality. So between you and I, we have an agreement of confidentiality. So anything that you say stays between us. The only time that I ever need to break that barrier and step outside and maybe disclose information that you have told me is if you disclose to me that you're aware of child abuse in anyone's life, that there's somebody you know that is being abused and their child. Or elder abuse is another one, as well as if I'm subpoenaed to court and I have to, in the court of law, it might not happen, but if I had to talk about your case, or if anything was to move forward, I'd have to discuss that within court. And also, if you disclose information about harming yourself or harming others. So that's when I might have to call the police or call a service that might have to assist with that. So just so you're aware. But other than that, then everything stays between us. Okay. So does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So why don't you start by telling me why you've come to see me?
Just like recently, I had this friend. We've been friends for like 12 years. We grew up together, like literally elementary school. He was like my reading buddy. And then just like recently, like he got in a relationship with like someone else, and then got immediately into a new relationship. Just like we've been friends for a while, so I kind of put like my 2 cents in and said like I didn't think that was smart. That I feel like he should be alone, and like just focus on himself. And like just like multiple times he's like said like whatever. But the whole problem is like it's like seeing this girl who doesn't like me for like no reason. Like she's never met me or talked to me, so like there's just unfair conflict between it. I just felt it was safer for me to like come out of that situation instead of like try to be friends with him and like make her mad and like disrespect her in a sense, I guess. So yeah, like I just kind of like cut off ties there, but like we've been friends for a while, so I didn't think that was fair.
Okay.
I don't know, like we used to hang out all the time and do like a lot of fun stuff together. It's like kind of sucks that we don't do that stuff anymore.
Okay, so what you're saying is basically that you've had this friend all your life and they found someone else that doesn't like you necessarily and has kind of put their focus on that person instead of your friendship. They've kind of guided away from you two.
Well, like more like he still wants to be my friend. Like it's not an issue between like him and I. Like it's just like every time he even brings up my name or like says like, oh, like I'm going to hang out with Michaela, it's just like it's like huge situation, like big conflict where like I just feel like it's not even fair for him to have to go through that like over something like so small. Like I don't feel like I am something to like her to get mad about or be jealous about.
Okay,
so I just kind of like remove myself from that situation, just like for his sake, for like my safety, like.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's her, it's the girlfriend of your best friend that has the issue with you, and that's preventing you two from continuing your friendship. Okay, I see. Okay, so what do you feel is the issue between you and this said girlfriend?
See, like that's like the issue because like I don't know, and like it's kind of like messing with my own like self-confidence because like I personally before thought that I was a pretty good person, like people could get along with me genuinely pretty well, and this girl is like doesn't like me for no reason, like for literally no reason. She has never spoke to me once. She's never like she's only ever seen me from afar, like looked at me from across the bar, like she's never spoke to me, like never met me.
Okay, I'm glad that you point out your strengths and you can see that you are a good person, that you are unsure as to why this girl, if there's something wrong, right? Like that's a good thing for you that you can pull out the strengths in that. Have you ever thought of maybe talking to the girlfriend?
Like I know that from like her point of view, like when my friend was so like Logan, my friend was when we were in high school, he was Megan. So like so like I'm gay and he's like a trans boy now.
Okay, cool.
So in high school when he was female and like I was gay, we were together, and So I think like this is kind of where she's coming from. Like we used to be together.
Mhm.
Like our whole like perspective on that is he's a trans man, like, and I'm a lesbian girl. So
Mhm.
like I'm not even attracted to him as
now,
a person.
yeah,
Like
okay.
the way he is now, like he's Logan, not Megan now.
Mhm.
And like I see that because like I've grown up with him and watched him change into
Okay.
from Megan to Logan in like multiple different stages of his life. So like
Okay.
I can respect that and see that. When I look at him, I don't see Megan. Like, I don't see the girl I used to be with. I see Logan. And like I think that when she like sees us together, like thinks that we're hanging out, she sees that she thinks that we're seeing each other as like
As if what you
Megan,
used
yeah,
to be
we're exes,
of when
like,
you were
yeah,
in high
when we
school
had
and
feelings for each other, like,
pre-transition type thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have no interest in Logan now.
No.
And so okay, so that must be the problem as to what this girlfriend has, I guess.
Yeah.
She must have her own kind of issue with the two of you, maybe from, I guess, like a past kind of like a jealousy type thing.
Yeah. I just kind of feel like her insecurity, like with me, is just like
Mhm.
draining on me as like my character as a person. Like I don't know. I feel like the reason why she doesn't like me is something personal. Like I just take it personally.
You take it personally,
Yeah.
yeah. So what are some things that like that she does that like that are examples of things that she does that makes you feel uncomfortable?
Like it could be like really severe. Like if she gets like mad or like she. Well, like one time, like I picked up Logan and she was like waiting for him outside, like just to see him get into my car, like.
Oh, so like
she,
protective.
Yeah,
Very
like she
protective.
like kind of knew that I was picking him up, even though he didn't tell her that, and like she didn't know that at all. Like she still shut up his work and like watched it all happen, and like I then like called him and was like swearing I fucking hate her, like all of it. It's just like crazy, and like that's when I started like, getting like a little uncomfortable, like kind of like concerned. Like I know that she wouldn't do anything and like whatever, but I kind of got like concerned for my safety. That's
Yeah,
why I
of
was like
course.
at that moment. I was like, hey Logan, like I'm gonna take a step back. Like
Yeah,
if she,
worried about
if
the
she,
boundaries.
yeah, if she ends up being someone that you don't want to be with, let me know. Like
yeah,
I'll come back. But like for now, like for my safety, for your safety, like.
So it sounds like this girlfriend is having a major impact on the relationship between you and your best friend. And so that's never a thing that anybody wants to go through, and that sucks that she's making you feel that way and making you uncomfortable in your own kind of where you've been comfortable all your life. You've been friends for so long, and it's so what are some like have you talked to Logan about the situation? Is he aware of how his girlfriend is acting towards you?
Last I heard, like he took like the cutting off the friendship pretty seriously. Like like one of our mutual friends told me that he like took it pretty serious about like telling her to be like maturing and like not acting like that and not threatening people and like getting really angry and like attacking girls for no reason, and just kind of like told like my significance to his life, and like we have talked like a couple times since then. But
when was the last time you two talked?
Yesterday actually.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it wasn't like he wanted to ride, but like, he just wanted something. But we ended up having like a conversation and like.
Did you guys end up discussing the
No, like we never brought
problem?
that up.
No. Do you guys, when you talk, when it happens, do you guys avoid the problem?
I think we just avoid like talking about anything that's like conflict or anything that like started problems, and like we just kind of like check in on each other, like how's it going, what's up, and then eventually one of us just like stops answering. Like it's never,
I
like,
see.
Yeah, it's just kind of like coin flip. We stops answering. Eventually.
Okay. So, what are some things that you think could change the situation? What do you think? What could you see in the future that could get you and Logan in the same room as this girl that doesn't necessarily like you? Do you think that there's anything that could possibly happen?
Like presently, I think that just not. Like I've been to.
Do you think it's on us? Not yet.
Yeah, like I just think like I would just rather just not put myself in that
and that's
position.
totally okay. That's totally
like
okay.
There's sometimes I've been to like downtown, like Peter at the bars, and she's been there, like he's been there, and I've been there with my friends, and like sometimes I'd look over and I could see her staring at me, but she would never like approach me or like do anything.
She would be the one.
Yeah. And I also know that like if she ever did like come up to me or like try something, Logan would stop her. Like I know that like it sucks that we're not like friends right now. We haven't been talking. Like I literally like haven't been really doing anything because like he was one of my really good friends. He's someone who I like to spend the most time with.
Yeah.
So like that sucks, but at the same time it's like I know that he's not gonna let anything happen to me. Like
like he's still caring about your
well-being.
Like
he knows he's still knows,
and that's
like,
great. So Logan does sound like a very good friend. And someone that you find very close in your life, and it just sucks that this person is getting in between that. Okay, we're at 10 minutes. Yeet. Oh.